Hi, this is Seth Welling, and welcome to another A500 Greatest American Film List review. Today, we are talking about Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump appears on the 71st slot on the 1998 list and the 76th slot in the 2007 list. Stars Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, Gary Sinise, Michael T. Williams, and Sally Field. It won Oscars for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Visual Effects, and Best Editing. It grossed $677 million at the box office. The topic of this film is basically the same topic as the Beatles song "The Fool on the Hill" from the Magical Mystery Tour, where the person who's seen as a fool gets the big picture that everyone else ignores. And even though I love this song, I hate the film. Tom Hanks plays a titular role in what is a golden pipe dream of the least capable person does good. And I get the point. This is a feel-good movie, but I can't help but feel that my childhood has been trivialized by people who don't understand anything but dollar signs. I've also worked for 13 years with people who have developmental disabilities. I can't share their stories here, but I have a deeper understanding of what their life is like, since I also have a developmental disability. It's cerebral palsy, thanks for asking. Anyway, in Forrest Gump, Forrest wows the audience with unrealistic expectations, like going from a kid who uses leg braces to walk to being able to enlist in Vietnam. The leg braces issue is one of the things I hate most about this movie. I had leg braces between the ages of 3 and 5. They were a pain to wear, but they were much better than the prospect of using a wheelchair to get around. Don't get me wrong, wheelchairs are life-altering mobility devices, but they're also a pain in the ass that require a lot of maintenance, and the world was really not made for them. For instance, how do you get over curbs, or see over counters, or climb stairs with a wheelchair? There are more curbs than sidewalk cuts. Almost every house has stairs, but few have ramps. Every restaurant and store has a counter that you can't see over if you use a wheelchair. I completely resent the part in the movie where Forrest ran out of his braces. It took me years and an operation and a lot of luck to be able to ditch the braces. I can't help but thinking that this film mocks me and people like me because it took a lot of work and luck. Most people who want to walk and won't be able to do it for various reasons, including not having people who believe you can, and not having access to doctors who can possibly operate on you if need be. The dangerous part is that most people don't know a single person with a disability because of lack of inclusionary education or inclusive communities. There are very few people like me. I went to public school and then finished with a graduate degree from Dartmouth. That is far and away something that no one gets. My friends know exactly what I'm capable of, and they treat me with a huge amount of respect because they know that I want the best experience for everyone. Because I've been so lucky, I want everyone to have the kind of support that I've grown up with. That includes treating everyone the same as everyone else, and not as fools or sages, as Aerosmith likes to say. The only aspects that I like about this film are the way that Lieutenant Dan has become a hero to many disabled American veterans, the way Gary Sinise has responded to this need, how Forrest Gump teaches us about the ebb and flow of history, and Tom Hanks himself, because he's an icon. Lieutenant Dan has become an inspiration for many disabled American veterans. This is cool, because the Dan character was not all positive. He was a guy who definitely had his demons about being disabled and fighting and becoming disabled in the most unpopular war of the century. I like this because it shows what it is truly like to have a disability. You have up days and you have down days, just like everyone does. You struggle with the things you can't do, and sometimes you can overcome parts of your disability. Lieutenant Dan was able to transition from a wheelchair to prosthetic legs. Not everyone can do that. Gary Sinise supports soldiers who are deployed by playing USO shows with the Lieutenant Dan Band, and also disabled American veterans with numerous visits to Walter Reed Medical Hospital. It's good to see people visiting both active members of the military and disabled vets without political motivation, because it is the right thing to do. I wouldn't be able to live my life the way I do without the support of active members of the military and disabled American vets. They uphold our freedom. Forrest Gump tends to blur history by having Forrest front and center at many historical events between 1944 and 1982. And this is an old plot device that I'm not fond of. However, in this case, the film uses it to assert that America has gone through many tough challenges that suggest an ebb and flow idea. America will change, but it will go on. This may be cheesy, but it's also comforting. Tom Hanks is one of the greatest actors of our time. He performs equally as well in comedy as he does in drama. He has a winsome quality that is at the very core of the base of his personality. Only Hanks could have been Forrest. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, visit my links in the comment box below, and stay tuned for more videos. Have a great day.